Good evening, everybody. This is Nicholas Eubanks, and today is November the 14th, 2012. You're listening to Eubanks on America, and today's story is very interesting. The fifth inning as a Nicholas Eubanks, and welcome to my show. 5 people have been detained for questioning in Belize this weekend, killing of Gregory Farrell, an internet neighbor of the internet pioneer John Mack of the Moon. He is said for being questioned and by police, said Floral Martinez, a star witness in this investigation. F for food means the tensions are rotated in such a way that investigations are on, said Rafael Martinez, a spokesman for the International Police of the Central American country. Fat 52 is found dead with a gunshot wound to the back of her head Sunday and is calm near San Pedro. Billies on the Caribbean island of America have been decent, put this skyway, but Martinez mentioned is quite offline. Those good of the 2 of the 11 for killers is in the 5th, that is beginning to back of the fatally poisoned. Wired magazine contributing editor Joshua Davis, who had spent more than 100 hours of Mcaffee and recent months, recently frequently complained about the dogs barking. 4 the dads were poisoned on Friday night that they died, and quickly Davis had said sometime between Sunday night and Sunday morning, Mr. File was killed for that. For Martinez, said a person working for Mcaffee had the perfect 5th dog and laser, either back visual evidence they had adapted and buried, or that had been, as some said, the 5th. Martinez said that the blood cells of misunderstanding that has added a bit of magazine fed that the doubt that Mac of a 67 was sent after that he did not catch his neighbor. The reporter says that he's spent very little contact with Greg over the past 3 years, as they spoke maybe of 50 leads nonetheless, and his antagonism their Mac of the Free admits that. Matif News of the Common and the Devil Herald, Sand and the Berry themselves, he says, and the deeper cut boxes over his head so they can believe that he said it was an extremely uncomfortable if the police will cut him if he turns himself in. The Academy features itself in they'll kill him, but that he'll turn himself in. That fish, Mrs. Martinez, said when asked about Mac and fees, reported that he needs to come so this week and clear the air. We are law-abiding people. Here we follow the laws of the latter. We believe that at this point he had absolutely no fear of being killed by anybody. But the Mcaffee is not a suspect, Martinez said, is a person police that they want to talk to, with no clarify the situation, and perhaps he is needed and involved in the murder of his neighbor, whose house is about 300 yards away, Martinez says. Investigators are pursuing multiple leads, he added on Wednesday. Police said they had filed reports charges against weapons in Mcaffee's bodyguard and William Milliken, 29, in Malik. The 2 were accused of keeping the fire-on ammunition without a license. They were arrested on Mcaffee's property, police said. In a telephone interview with Davis that was posted Onward's website, Map to Fi said Tuesday morning that he was hiding from the authorities. For the 5th, obviously given enough time, they will track me down. He said it's just a matter of time in the meantime. I'd like to get as much information as I can about the wrongs of this country. He said a number of the country's political figures for skaters were corrupt, but that the gang suppression school operated one of his properties and charged him with running a methamphetamine lab. In the legal arms possession, Davis said that the charges were dropped, but ever since the Mac of the Things, he has been harassed by the police. Davis said that the two confronted on this said, "Maybe you're paranoid," and he doubts about the place hiding in the bushes and stalking. So the bullet construction contractor from Central Florida moved this year to Belize to transition to more venture, is based in, believes in his family, said for a statement for the several years ago, he had bought a house in Hamburg Risqué in Belize that had been damaged in a hurricane. But, said Greg, worked part-time for the past 3 years to rebuild his home. He said one of the currently completed Worrell had property ready and offer as a vacation rental when he was murdered. But thank you very much, a benefit for Food For. And that's tonight's piece, and I hope you've enjoyed this show. You have a good evening then.